Education Secretary Bridget Phillipson making really the political case there, saying that the disadvantage gap was too wide between special educational needs pupils and other pupils. And even if money is no object, you need to change the system. And she promised to cut the gap between special educational needs kids and other kids in half. That's her target. But breaking news, we do have details of the government send special needs reforms released to us while the Education Secretary was speaking. Let me go through the key points. The big change that the Education Secretary is making is to introduce new, additional, legally enforceable support for those children who don't have and can't get the highest level of special needs support at the moment. So you'll have heard in that press conference about educational health and care plans, but only about 500,000 of the 1.7 million children have those. For those children not on that and who won't be able to get that in future, the government is introducing a new tier of support. These are going to be called individual support plans, ISPs, and they will come with individual rights negotiated with the school rather than the local council, and there will be some kinds of funding attached to that. So there's effectively the government introducing a new tier of support in a hope that it will be able to tempt pupils and their parents away from going for the highest level of support, the EHCPs, which will remain in place, and instead opt for a much easier system that comes with some money. That is the change at the heart of this report. Also, the government promising that nobody aged 8 or 9 and above will have to give up an EHCP unless they want to, and transition will only happen from 2030. So beginning this transition plan slowly, but more spending and more support for children without the highest level of need, in the hope that some of those in future will opt for that middle path rather than going and fighting with the council for that higher tier of support currently available only through educational support and care plans.